Hey you guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I have a favorites video for October 2019. I can't believe it. Just a couple more months and a year from now, like New Year's Eve 2020 is our wedding reception. So I'm super stoked about that, which means our wedding is even closer, which is August 11th, and I'm so excited. Anyway, we're getting there and the leaves are changing. Like the colors behind you right now are just absolutely amazing. So anyway, let's get on to the favorites. There are quite a few. A lot of them I'm wearing on my face right now, so I will get to them. First of all, I'm going to start with the candle. I do actually have a favorite. Now, the struggle bus on this particular candle was quite high because as per usual, well actually no, this was unusual for me and Bath & Body Works. Normally I have puny wick syndrome at the 50% or lower mark. This time it was like 8 burns and I was just like, okay, as long as you don't smell like kerosene, as long as you don't like self-extinguish, we'll be okay. Just give me the smell that I want so much. And that's why it's my favorites, because like one of my favorite scents in this time of year, and that's Marshmallow Fireside. The batch number is 9217 kilo 3 alpha 2. So I don't know if this was an issue for everybody, but this thing was so hard to get going. It was so difficult. But one day I was home, well, I'm home a lot, but these days, but I let this burn for quite some time, and for about 8 hours, it finally came back to life. Like it didn't look like it was going to suffocate itself. It never did smell like kerosene. Like I said, if it had, I would have taken this back to my most local Bath & Body Works. But it was good and it corrected itself, and there's like no sitting whatsoever. It did extinguish itself once it was done. I love the leaf lid, the embossment. I think that's really very Canadian, very fall. But I love the Marshmallow Fireside for this time of year. Is absolutely amazing. Love this. Would repurchase it. I actually have a candle chopped up. I have playlists, so please go take a look on how I chop up and freeze and chop up my Bath & Body Works candles, because I do have a few videos on that. All right, on to a Canadian company. And I'm about halfway, because it gets wider. I'm about halfway down. This is from Foggy Island Candle Company. I think it's, yeah, Foggy Island Candle Company. And I purchased their fall box, and their fall box was my way of purchasing from their company for the first time. So I got things like a hard soap, a foaming soap. I had a lip balm. There were bath salts, a little candle, and what else? I'm missing some. Oh, and a body lotion. There's quite a few things. So it was a great way for me to try out the company, and I cannot wait until their winter box goes for sale. I know it'll probably be soon. They're really good with their turnaround time, and they're a Canadian company out of Newfoundland. Yay for Atlantic Canada. This is so great. They've been so kind to use my photos on Insta Story and put it onto their page too, which is really nice of them. This one is in the scent, it is Harvest Ale, and it smells like an ale, like not like super boozy, but you definitely get all the fall vibes of a drink. So I really, really like this. It's about, like I say, it's about halfway done, and it's the foaming hand soap, which I love. Okay, so this is a new purchase for me, but because I've used so much of it, it's made it into the favorites. Because I'm home a lot, and I do find no matter what, regardless, Bath & Body Works, whomever, the foaming soaps tend to be a little more dry on my hands. And it's also coming to the time of year where it's starting to get a little more crisp, a little more cool out there. My hands do start to get dry. But no matter, I just use hand lotion. So I always have this hand lotion. I always have a lip balm out on my table here when I'm hanging out in the living room. And I have a different one to share with you for what I use at nighttime. I forgot to share with you last month, so I'm so excited I remembered this time. This is the Body Shop's Vanilla Pumpkin Hand Cream. So I did purchase this only like a week ago, maybe 10 days ago, and I'm like halfway through. I actually really like, oops, sorry, I'm filming because, yeah, my device, yeah, fun stuff. I've got a table in front of me. I really enjoy this. I feel that the Body Shop's lotion really sink into my hand, and my skin just absorbs the moisture very easily. I love this, and the smell is really lovely, and I have a funny feeling this is going to make it into my empties for this quarter. So yeah, it's crazy. An oldie but a goodie. I have a couple things. So this is the first one. I received this in the mail from influencer, and I was like flabbergasted. First of all, maybe it's because I'm getting older and they're figuring like skincare is a good thing for this old broad, but they gave me a, like it's like over $60 Canadian in Sephora, full price. A Fresh the Rose Deep Hydration Sleeping Mask. It replenishes and locks hydration. This is what it looks like. It's a two-step, it's heavy duty. Like I don't travel with this. It stays home. But there's two sides to it. And you've got like the more clear jelly and the more white. You put the clear jelly on your face. It's almost like a jelly serum. So you let that sink in for, I don't know, I'll put that on, then I'll brush my teeth or whatever. And then I'll put this cream on top. And oh my gosh, it just makes my skin feel so good. Like I'm glad that I saved, like I had this, and I'm so thankful for them to send it. It is good. I would absolutely repurchase. I would definitely, and I posted that as well on my influencer, but I would definitely recommend this to my friends. I have oily T-zone and normal to dry sometimes depending on the time of year on the rest of my skin. So, but at nighttime, I really love to give my skin a lot of deep hydration. Like I don't mind it all at nighttime because I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to go to sleep. So the nights I don't give myself a face mask, I do use this, and it's really good. And I was very thankful to get that. And I most certainly would repurchase and recommend, like I said. Another item here I want to just get out of the way. I also received like the most recent box I received from influencer. It had a bunch of Neostrata products. It had this particular box here. Just let you read this. With this, it had also a small little sample size of a face wash and a small sample size of a cream. Now they were so small, like those things, I need like 3 months worth of stuff to be able to come back to you to say that my skin feels this way and my wrinkles, you know, my deep lines, my fine lines, whatever, fine, they're deep. They're getting better. I couldn't, and I said that again, I put that on my review for them. Like the sample sizes of those two were not enough. Rather, this though, I would repurchase and recommend. Again, if you have sensitive skin, probably wouldn't recommend this because it is like a 0.3% retinol overnight peel. And what they were is you used it once a week. So I did use all 4. There was 4 pads in here. And I use them on like Friday nights. And I would, you know, on a clean face, just wash my face, toned it and all that stuff. I would take this, and it was like a pad. The only thing that was bad is because the retinol is so like, I wanted to like frying my nose. Oh, and then you open your mouth and you're like, it didn't taste good in the air. It didn't smell nice, but it went away. You were like this. But you rub this pad, avoiding your eyes, all over your face. I did it down my neck as well. I will say, I've definitely felt a resurfacing effect from this, especially around the areas that I have larger pores. And I tend to find like I get like the little fuzzies or whatever, like not fuzzies, but the pores. Like I do exfoliate quite often, but every so often I just feel like I'm a little clogged up. I definitely enjoyed this, but it is harsh for sensitive skin, so I wouldn't recommend on sensitive skin. Speaking of skin, okay, so this has been a favorite of mine for a while, and every time I went to Winners back on Vancouver Island and I saw one of these bottles, I picked it up, and I have 2 more backups. This is the Tahitian Clay Sunset Face Mist, Manoi Oil, and Sea Holly. It intensely refreshes, hydrates, and soothes skin. So they do sell this on their website, the Tahitian Clay, but I did find all the bottles at my local Winners back on Vancouver Island for $7.99. Now I haven't found this particular bottle, like it is glass, here in Nova Scotia, in Halifax, mind you, and a couple different Winners I looked, but I did find other products from this line here, so I'm always on the lookout. I also brought a bottle with us over, like we had a cooler in the car the whole trip over. We drove from Vancouver Island, BC, Canada, all the way through the States and up into finally our final destination here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. but we had a cooler with us, so we had, you know, we saved money by doing like sandwiches and things like that, or like cold water, because it was like, yeah, some hot spots in August, right? Anyway, we did put this in there, and it was so nice to just spray on your face, and it's not drying on my skin anyway, and the smell of this just it makes me feel like I'm on some sort of vacation. Don't Look at Me face mask from Lush. I love this. It's my absolute favorite of all of their face masks. I save 5 pots just like this, or any size that looks just like this, and you can bring them back cleaned and you can get a free face mask, which is how I get these, because I save up all my things. I probably have enough for I want to say 4 more masks at this point, and I'm still going through containers, so there's that. Love Lush, love their products. You guys know, if you saw what's in my shower, you'll see like almost everything I have is Lush. This is Snow Fairy. I'm going to show it to you there. This is Snow Fairy shower conditioner. It's taken me a while. I never used to be a Snow Fairy lover. I was like, oh God, it's so sweet. It's so gross. Only the young kids get it. And I'm like, okay, now I understand. I really love this. Now, the body conditioner, the way that Lush, you know, obviously promotes this is that you, in the shower, you're supposed to use this instead of lotion when you get out of the shower for moisturization. So they say while you're in the shower, step away from the water and then apply this to said areas that you need moisturization. Let it sit for 1 to 2 minutes and then rinse off. I'm sorry, I do have a big enough shower I could do that, but I have too many things to do, girl. I got stuff to do. I can't be bothered. I can keep my hair out of the, you know, for the conditioner, but no, I can't do that stuff. And I have no problems whatsoever with putting lotion on my body after I get out of the shower. So what I do instead is I use any of their shower conditioners. Now, Snow Fairy is back this year. It's back in 2019's Christmas lineup. I use this as shave lotion, like a shave cream. So I put it on my legs and I shave my legs. And it works perfectly, and then my legs feel moisturized, and you know, my legs already out of the water area anyway, because if I wasn't using this, I'd be using a lathered soap or something, because I do need something. So I'm just put my leg away. So this is a way easier way for me to use my products, and that's how I use that. All right, so a hair mask that I have now completed. It is so good. I would definitely recommend it, especially, like, I can't say for anyone with thick hair or coarse hair. I have I have a lot of hair, at least when it looks like this, but I have very fine, baby fine, thin hair. So this Briogio's Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask was my savior. I really like this. I have one other thing from Joyful right now in my shower, which I do love, and it has made it onto my favorites before. But I just feel like that Joyful one's like a once every few weeks treatment. This one I could use a couple times a week and feel very, you know, confident. It does everything it says. It doesn't weigh my hair down. My hair felt really good even, you know, just after it, and I could style it really well. And it was just an overall a great mask. But I would recommend, if you do go to Sephora and likely Ulta, for those of you who have Ultas, get the box set, because there's the Briogeo this size. This is how I got this. I got this, and there was like 4 or 5 other little deluxe size samples of the same brand but different products for your hair. I also found something out of that I love, that I've purchased since from that. But it's really great to get this big Mama Jamma and for like $5 extra, all these other extra things to try. Just a tip from me to you. Skincare, this is never going to be, I'm out. I have to go to Walmart. Thing is, like, okay. Well, apparently I wasn't out. So, let's see. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's slightly reflective. I love the way this just makes my skin look. Oh, there's a little bit left. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to show you. I love the way it makes my skin feel. I actually love the smell of this. I'm not a big rose fan, but it's so good. I know Susan Fitzpatrick, she loves this as well. I have a hard time. I don't go on Amazon. I don't have an Amazon account. I'm trying my best not to. it's too easy. There's too many like bad things. I could probably shop there too much. But I like to go to Walmart and get this. And the problem is though, Physicians Formula needs to make it so that there's an actual wrap around it. So it's sealed. So when you go to the store, they put like little bits of tape on the side, but it's so easy. People just take the tape right off of it. And then I can tell by just, well, I'll take this and I'll go like that and I'll be like, yeah, they already used, like I can already see, it's like a lip gloss. I already know someone's swatched it or pulled this thing out. And it's Physicians Formula. It's not cheap. But this is my favorite serum in the morning. I just love it. And it just gives me a glow. It's a lovely scent, which was weird because like I said before, I'm not a big rose fan. Okay, this is the thing I forgot to share with you last month that I finally dug into when we moved here. I was able to open this. So this has actually been open for August, September, and October at this point. Laneige Sleeping Mask in the scent or flavor vanilla. This is lovely. It's not strong. I will say the vanilla is very, very light, at least this particular jar. I want my hands on the box. There's a choco mint. I love anything chocolate mint. I want one. But this is so good. I do leave this by my bed, like on my bedside table. I don't know if you can tell how much I've dug into it, but it's been dug into, and you don't need a lot. Also, I put this on before I go to the gym because I find when I'm like, especially when I'm doing cardio, my lips get dry, and it's the, what am I trying to say? Well, doing cardio, what is it, calcification, things like that. Anyway, my lips get really dry, but if I put this on my lips before I leave to go to the gym, I actually don't feel like I have to lick my lips. It's just an instant reaction for me. I lick my lips and it just makes it worse. So I also use that before I go to the gym as well. All right, an empty, but it has been repurchased. Well, technically it was a gift. I have two new ones. One of them was open from Ramona because I can't find these in Canada. This particular shade is in the brightener in the Maybelline's New Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles Treatment Concealer. Isn't anyone else satisfied to see when you're done a project, you're done a product? Like, look at, there's nothing left. And for someone with like slight OCD like myself, there's nothing better to know that I actually got through my product, where like something like this, I can't see them. This is like, I turned this upside down for like a week and a half until I can't tap anymore out. But this, I know when I'm done, I'm done. And thanks to Ramona, when she came out to visit, she ended up picking up 2 of these for me, and that was really sweet of her. And if I can't continue to find, like I'm not finding them in my usual places, this particular color, I use the light color and I use the brightener. If I can't continue to find the brightener, I think the next bet would be the new Revlon ones that they've come out with, because they're a drugstore brand. Everyone's raving about them. They have a color like this. But yeah, okay, moving on. My videos lately, holy smokers. Let's go on to my lips. Okay, so I went down a rabbit hole. I'll admit it. That rabbit hole is called Charlotte Tilbury, and I bought the Give Me Some More lip kit from Sephora, which was $48 Canadian, and it was split. There was mostly lip glosses or lip treatments on one side, and the other side were like lipsticks, and there was 2 full sides, one full size of a lipstick and one full size of a lip gloss. And the full size of the lipstick, and I bought this box because it was $48 Canadian. I think it was $48 Canadian, or 50 maybe. One full size product of lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury Canadian is $42. So for everything else in that box, I thought it was a great deal, because I'll use lip gloss. I'll use all that stuff, no problem. I ended up getting the Very Victoria lipstick, my very first Charlotte Tilbury. Not my last. Oh no. So this is what I'm wearing on my lips right now, and I've worn it in a few videos and I love this color. Now it's just ever so slightly more deep than my lips. I've seen other people talk about it on their like their YouTube channel, and like we all have different colorings, and it shows a little bit more like more pinky berry to some, but for me it's just like, it's a nude. It is a nice nude. But I also lined my lips. This has also been a favorite. I've been using this sparingly because they're expensive. MAC products are expensive, but it's worth it. The Charlotte Tilbury, which I did get one. I love their lip liners, but they are so flipping expensive. Like, I thought these were expensive. But anyway, what I paired this up with, I line and fill my lips with Max Soar. So that's what I've used to line and fill my lips, and then put the lipstick on, and of course topped it with Buxom's Dolly. I love this thing. I think Dolly's my number one. White Russian's my other favorite. I like, gosh, Sandy, Hot Cocoa. I mean, there's so many I love. I especially love the lip creams. With like, the sparkle is good every once in a while, but the lip creams are really, So, all right. So I'm thinking about doing my next Get Ready With Me, kind of like showing this look. So, and showing you how I got it. So before I get to that, I forgot I got one more thing. Pardon me, still getting over a cold. Loving this. I think this is the perfect color for winter. It's slightly paler than I am right now in real life, but I got this in this color because I knew that winter was coming, and I will go a little bit lighter, but I would definitely, this is the Matte Velvet Skin in R230, the other shade, and this is 260 that I would get for the summer. This is so good. And I actually used it in a different way today. So it's got a really big mirror on it, as you can see on the bottom, and it's got this sponge applicator. Oops. I have not used the dark side. I've used the light side clearly. The light side was supposed to be like, when you put it on, it's like minimal, like, you know, nice and like light to medium coverage. But when I was watching reviews, people said if you use this side, it's full coverage. Well, I don't need full coverage. I like my freckles. But this is quite a bit, like, it's great. But today I used it in a different way that I had not used it. And that was just with my favorite brush that I use, a powder brush. And it worked really, really well. So, I've been taking this on set with me. I've been doing a lot of background work here in Nova Scotia. I've been bringing it to set with me in case I do get oily in this T-zone, as I mentioned. So I do bring this as a little touch-up. And the mirror is spectacular. So you can see the colors outside. Ooh, yeah. Anyway, so that is that. Love it. And I would definitely repurchase. Like I said, I would get a darker shade. Oh, what's on my eyes? For the most part, I have used all of the shades in this Natasha Denona Mini Gold palette. I used this in my crease all over. Let's see if I can get closer for you. Use this in my crease all over. And then I used this the reason why I bought the palette, this green right here. I kind of did like kind of a halo, sort of, kind of. It's hard with hooded eyes to do such, but I used this on the inner part and the outer part of my eye and connected it along the top in my crease again. And then I took this nice green, this is beautiful, and I stuck it sort of in the middle, kind of like as you would in a halo, in the middle. And then I just deepened the V out with this color here, and then I stuck this down over top of the green. I put the little gold bits just to punch it out. Oh my god, I love it. And guys, like, I have blue-green eyes and I'm wearing green, and I can't overdo it. The only colors the shades I can't really do are like not well are yellow and blues. I think it's just too cool tone. And anywhere you see, like in the corner here, I did add Color Pop's Astrology. This is from the Kathleen Lights. This is the Supernova Shadow from Kathleen Lights. So all I do is I just take this and I use a brush of mine, like a really small head brush, and I just wipe some of it off with the brush and put said product in the corners of my eyes and just make it pop a little bit. So that is everything, you guys. Those are all my favorites. Yeah, so I'd be interested to find out, have you guys tried any of these products? This is the Sephora sales coming up. I don't know when this video is coming up. I imagine it'll go up while the sale's on. Sephora sale, VIB Rouge and VIB, they both start on the 1st of November and go to the 11th of November. And I think, is it the 11th? But they both start on the 1st. It's the Sephora insiders that don't start for like till the 7th. Maybe it's the 14th. I can't remember. See, I'm not very good. I'm not a beauty guru. I just love makeup. But this is in Canadian, it's $30 plus tax. I think American is 25. This is a great little palette, and I used every shade on my eye. Like, I like the fact that there's a transition shade. So, all right, you guys, as always, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.